Today, ID is a $100 million brand, serving world's best breakfast, idlis, to a million Indians.
Would you believe if I told you that the simple looking man you see right now became a billionaire by selling idli vada batter?
For those of you who don't know, idli is a white, fluffy, hot steamed rice cake served with delicious coconut chutney. I request next time in the India conference, please serve idli.
His name is Mr. PC Musthafa, the CEO of a 2000 crore food products company, ID Fresh Foods. And before you even think of it, no, he did not inherit his wealth from a family business, nor he got rich because of who he married. In fact, his past life was completely the opposite of his present life. He was the son of a coolie hailing from Wayanad, who failed miserably at his studies during his early school days. With no access to even the basic facilities, 3 times of meal in a day was a distant dream for him.
I was born in a very remote village. My dad was a coolie worker. There was no electricity in my village. There were no roads in my village. The nearest school, we had to walk 6 kilometers daily. 3-time meal was a dream in my life, and breakfast was a luxury. I was very poor in my studies. I was a school dropout.
However, when the reality struck him, he decided to take another shot at educating himself, and this time he succeeded by completing his engineering degree from the National Institute of Technology, Calicut, and got recruited by a UK-based company for a long-term project.
Seeing my first month salary, my dad cried because he had never seen that kind of money in his lifetime.
The rest of his life seemed pretty much sorted as he was able to overcome his past traumas as well as financial crisis. But Musthafa had different plans. He discovered an untapped Indian market when he used to chat with his cousins who used to run a grocery store in Bangalore. Ready-made idli dosa batter had a huge demand in the Bangalorean market back then because it is one of the most favorite South Indian breakfast. But the main issue was that the sellers would sell the same in plain pouches with least possible hygiene and the addition of chemicals and preservatives to lessen the quality. The same constant complaints of the customers led to Musthafa's cousin in proposing the idea of a quality batter company, and that gave birth to the billion-dollar idea. And post this, Musthafa decided to come back to India, leaving an assured job, to start out his own venture and to create job opportunities for his own countrymen. It was the year 2005 when the term startup was totally uncommon in a country like India. When Musthafa and his 4 cousins started out in a 50 square feet kitchen with an investment of 50,000 rupees, which included a grinder, a mixer, a sealing machine, a weighing scale, and a second-hand TVS scooter. With no prior experience in the food industry, it took them over 9 months to sell 100 packets. Times were tough and struggle was real. And this group of youngsters made plenty of mistakes. But most importantly, they took away some or the other important lesson from those same mistakes.
On a hot day in April 2006, I got a call. He said, come running. There's a bomb blast in my store. Bomb blast? I said, you must be calling the police station next to you. I said, no, there's a bomb in your batter. Bomb with the batter. We all laughed at it. Anyway, my cousin and my salesman rushed to the store. As suspected, the manager was very angry at them. And he said, go clean my fridge and take your leftover batter and go home. We don't want to see you again. My cousin politely took a piece of cotton, trying to clean the fridge. The salesman didn't want to give up because we only had 20 stores at that time. Salesman took a bag of leftover batter and went to the store manager. The salesman said, sir, this is a great product. There are no chemicals in it. There is no preservatives in it. Before salesman could complete his sentence, boom! This pack of batter exploded. My cousin and salesman had to literally run away, and the store manager behind them with the white batter on his face. Why did it happen? Batter ferments during summer. It forms gas. Packet expands. Beyond a point, it explodes like a bomb blast. We had no idea about food technology before we started the business. In fact, I learned the term called fermentation after this incident. Every day was a new learning for us.
But ready-made batter is something which existed even before Musthafa and his team had stepped in. But as I told you, they had a lot of drawbacks. And this is exactly when Musthafa and his team began selling their products in branded packets, which made them stand out in the market. And this strategy became a game changer. The Hoskote plant was set in the year 2007, which had ultra-clean premises, protective gears, and sanitary facilities at every door to ensure no compromise on the quality of food. But just like any other startup, even they encountered severe losses to an extent that they could not pay salary to their employees. But the biggest setback they faced as a food industry was to establish trust in the hearts of the customers, who had a misconception that packaged food is totally unhealthy. But they came up with this master plan that changed the fate of the company forever.
Any packed food is considered as unhealthy. Story was no different for me. Our products are 100% natural. We do not add any chemicals. We do not add any preservatives in the food. No additives, nothing. We use natural ingredients, follow natural process, follow natural fermentation, and we get the natural product. But then consumers don't buy our products for that purpose. Consumers buy ID because it is convenient for them. And that's a common issue for any food brand. So we thought, can we trust them so that they will in turn trusting us? So we did an experiment. We did set up 40 unmanned shops in apartment complexes, and these shops had all ID products in a chiller. There was no camera, there was no salesperson. Customers were expected to open the chiller, take the batter or paratas, chapatis out, drop the money in the money box kept next to it, walk away. When we discussed the idea with apartment associations, they literally just laughed at me, said, "Bacha, you in India." But then we were confident. We want to give it a try. Customers were surprised. They've never seen that happening. And the end result is we got more than 90% collection on MRP basis, which means it was more profitable to me than a retail business.
A business cannot survive without innovation. Even ID knew the same, and that is why they began introducing new products into the market, along with the existing ones. They came up with this diamond-shaped chili cut snack, which became an instant hit in the Bangalorean market, owing to which they got approached by an investor who was willing to invest a huge money into the company, in exchange of using that same snack as a refreshment snack at a bar counter. You just have to say yes to your snack being used as a refreshment at a bar counter. What's the big deal? After all, this is business, right? When any other young entrepreneur would have looked at this as a golden opportunity, PC Musthafa said a big no, because he was a firm believer of the fact that sacrificing your ethics for business growth is a sign of a weak entrepreneur.
അവസാനം ഒരു ടഫ് ഡിസിഷൻ എടുക്കേണ്ടി വന്നു. ഞങ്ങൾ ആ ഓർഡർ ക്യാൻസൽ ചെയ്തു, കൊടുക്കുന്നതിന് ഡിസൈഡ് ചെയ്തു. ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞപ്പം ഹി ഷൗട്ടഡ് അറ്റ് മീ. ഞാൻ ഫോൺ താഴ്ത്തി വെച്ചിട്ട് എനിക്ക് കരച്ചിൽ വന്നു. എനിക്ക് ശരി കരച്ചിൽ വന്നത് ഒരിക്കലും ഈ ഓർഡർ പോയത് കൊണ്ടല്ല. കരച്ചിൽ വന്നത് ഇതുപോലത്തെ ഒരു ഡിഫിക്കൽട്ട് സിറ്റുവേഷനിൽ അതുപോലത്തെ മോസ്റ്റ് ഡിഫിക്കൽട്ട് ഡിസിഷൻ എടുക്കാൻ അള്ളാഹു നമുക്ക് തന്ന അനുഗ്രഹമാണ്. അല്ല, അതിനാണ് കരച്ചിൽ വന്നത്. അതേപോലെയുള്ള ഡിഫിക്കൽട്ട് സിറ്റുവേഷൻ എടുക്കുകയാണ് ബിസിനസ്സിന് ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ്. ബിസിനസ്സിനകത്തും ലൈഫിലും അള്ളാഹ് നമുക്ക് പല പരീക്ഷണങ്ങളും തരും. അത് ആ ടഫ് ചാലഞ്ചസ് എങ്ങനെ നമ്മൾ ഓവർകം ചെയ്യുന്നതാണ് അള്ളാഹ് പരീക്ഷിക്കുന്നത്. പൈസ ഉണ്ടാക്കാൻ എല്ലാവർക്കും പറ്റും. അത് വാല്യൂസ് കോംപ്രമൈസ് ചെയ്യാതെ പൈസ ഉണ്ടാക്കാൻ ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ്. അത് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റില്ല, പൈസ ഉണ്ടാക്കാൻ പോകാൻ പാടില്ല നമ്മൾ.
The business, however, kept growing slowly and steadily, earning an average of 10 crores a year. And eventually, branches were set in Mumbai, Hyderabad, and even in the Middle Eastern cities. ID Fresh Food started becoming a regular part of people's lives. And especially for youngsters and bachelors living away from home, this product was like a savior. And owing to their goodwill in the market, they raised their first big funding of 35 crores from Helion Venture Partners in the year 2013. But here is a surprising fun fact. ID Fresh Foods did not invest even a single paise into the mainstream media marketing until the year 2015. But the supply of quality products and the free word of mouth publicity driven by the loyal customers is what worked as marketing for them.
Branding and packaging really worked for us. In the so-called marketing, we actually spent 0 paisa in marketing in the first 8 years. The only investment in the marketing for the first 8 years was the right product, the right packaging, right service, right merchandise. According to me, if you have done that, half of your marketing is done.
The year 2018 was a revolutionary year for ID Fresh Foods, as this year saw the launch of the iconic ID's Vada Batter Squeeze Pack, which was again a game changer. This video created by them went crazy viral, making this product the talk of the town. But yet again, the free word of mouth publicity driven by loyal customers is what led this product into becoming an instant hit in the international market as well. But the establishment of this loyal consumer base has mainly happened because ID Fresh Foods not sell the products in the final form, but instead they only supply the raw materials, and the consumers are the people who actually make it.
We made idli dosa batter We didn't make idli. A homemaker won't let or won't feed idli bought from outside to her family on a daily basis. We sell idli batter. She picks up a pack of idli batter from the market, lands the product in the kitchen, not on the dining table. She makes the idli and serve it to her family hot. If the idli comes out well, she gets the credit. If for some reason idli is hard, blame goes to me, the brand ID.
And this boils down to the study of science of consumer emotions conducted by Harvard Business Review. No matter how good or bad a product is, if the person has put in efforts into getting the output, he will have an extraordinary sense of value towards that product. And all of this love received from loyal customers helped them to get the giant investment of $25 million from Premji Investment. And ID was able to make an overseas visit even to the United States of America and other major countries of the world, and they continue to get one step closer to their goal of sustainability with each passing day with the launch of new innovative products. And of course, the main man behind this iconic brand, Mr. PC Musthafa, is today known as the breakfast king of India. And the company stands at a whopping worth 2,000 crores. It is no less than a fairy tale that PC Musthafa, the same person for whom breakfast was once a luxury, is today serving fresh hot breakfast to 1 million people every single day. And that was possible because he was led by the spirit of entrepreneurship while still staying grounded to his values, ethics and morals.
Quality of idea doesn't matter. If you have conviction in it and if you see that opportunity, go ahead with it. People won't believe in it. People would laugh at it initially. And finally, trust your customers so that they will trust you.
If you don't make money today, you will never make money tomorrow. So find ways to make money today. Not everyone can be Amazons and Flipkarts. I think that's the issue with the new generation. They all think that they cannot build Flipkarts. That's not the case. Try to find business opportunity to make money.
Look around. Identify burning issues and use common sense to solve it. That's the best way to build a business and stay out of competition. Do not compromise. Avoid shortcuts and stick to a value system. India is a great place to do business. Do come back.
But Musthafa owes his success to his cousins and his passionate team of 1,600 employees who continue to be the backbone of this business empire.
Musthafa actually, Musthafa is just one of the team members.
Okay.
അത് ഞാനും എൻ്റെ കസ്റ്റമറും ആണ് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തത്. ഇപ്പം വി ആർ എ ലാർജർ ടീം, ഒരു 1600 ആളുടെ ടീമാണ്.
Okay.
ഈ എവരി വൺ ഓഫ് us is part of the success story. ഒരു കാരണവശാലും ഇത് എൻ്റെ സ്റ്റോറി അല്ല, എൻ്റെ സക്സസ് അല്ല. ഐ എം ജസ്റ്റ് വൺ ഓഫ് ദം.
At a point in time when we might feel that we are in the middle of nowhere, the life story of PC Musthafa proves that the art of seeing possibilities while others see limitations is what turns the common man of today into role models of tomorrow.
It is such a coincidence. Today, a young boy was a school dropout and for whom having breakfast was a distant dream is now running a food company that serves world's best breakfast to million Indians every single day. It happens in India.